Hello and welcome to another episode of the Embodied Life Coaching Podcast. So today our topic is visibility, and it actually is an accident that I've chosen to wear a neon pink top, but how relevant, okay? So I want to talk about this topic because visibility is hugely important for us, like that willingness to be seen, but it's also hugely challenging because the vast majority of us do not feel entirely safe to show up in the world and be like, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. These are my foibles. What I'm trying to say, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'll come back to it. And the challenge that we have is it's no good trying to force yourself to be visible all the time that your body and your nervous system doesn't feel safe doing it, right? So you can join the programs that are like, just go and meet people, tell them what you do, grow your business that way, or just go into work and be visible in a meeting and feel the fear and do it anyway. If your body doesn't feel safe, your nervous system is going to shut you down and you are not going to get where you want to get to. Or sneaky, you might think that you are being visible, but what you are actually doing is being visible to the extent that you are willing to let people see you, but you still hold huge parts of yourself back, right? So you're overthinking, you're limiting yourself, you're still keeping yourself small. It's not getting you where you need to go, okay? If you are listening to this, you are ambitious, you are driven, and you have got big things to do in the world. And so we need to get to a place where visibility isn't a experience for you, okay? Now, let's take a pause and look at why visibility is challenging. So many of you will have had experiences, probably when you were kids, where maybe you stood up and said something, or you were visible, or you let your true personality shine through, and you were pushed down, you were ridiculed, you were told off, you were shamed, okay? And what that does is it creates a survival pattern that lives in our bodies of, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe, being visible isn't safe, like I need to keep myself hidden. And this can be so sneaky, right? It can show up with like, oh, I won't do this thing right now. It's not quite the right time. I'll wait till the next one. Oh, I've got to look after the kids. Or I've got to do this other thing, okay? And that is always pretty much your nervous system trying to protect you from something that it has decided is a threat to you and your existence and your survival. Okay, as we expand and grow and be more visible, we're going to come up against these challenges, okay? As our body's like, no, hang on a minute, that's not safe. That's not safe. That's not happening. No chance, right? I'm shutting down. And so we just need to be onto ourselves, right? Those really seem like a good reason, excuses for why we shouldn't do stuff. Sometimes it's because we shouldn't do stuff, okay? This is not me saying you should do absolutely every opportunity that comes your way, but sometimes it is just a sneaky way of us keeping ourselves safe. And a big thing that feeds into this and has been visible is a fear of engulfment. It's actually a fear of success. Well, what happens if I do get the promotion at work, but then I'm responsible for like an extra 30 people, and what's that going to mean for me? Or what happens if I do expand my business and sign 5-10 new clients? Well, that's going to take up all of my time. And so this fear of engulfment, this fear of what happens if it goes right, again, stops us from growing and expanding. And it's such a huge issue because, again, most of us had that experience as kids where maybe we had to be the child, we had to be too responsible too soon. We abandoned our needs, we had to be everything for other people, not for ourselves. Now we're doing this work to be like, well, I would like to just consider myself for a while, and I would like to consider my needs, and I matter. And it's like, oh, right, but if I matter and my needs matter, where's the space for the promotion? Or where's the space for more clients? Like, it doesn't work, because again, the nervous system is like, no, wait, we can't have that, because if we have that, you're going to have to sacrifice you. And so what is required in this fun mix of becoming more visible isn't just safety to feel like we can be visible, it's also safety that we can do and hold capacity for the thing that visibility gives us. Okay. And to do that, we have to work through those patterns in the body. And yes, you like some mindset work as well, to think about our thoughts around it. But predominantly, this is working with the patterns in the body in a safe and gentle way, bit by bit by bit. Okay. So that our body is like, oh, okay, it's safe for me to do this. It's safe for me to be seen. It's safe for me to express myself. It's safe for me to disagree. Okay. And this isn't like day one, you're going to do some live or you're going to start standing up in your team meetings. No, like we titrate the experience. It's a little bit like little bit. What happens if we do a social media post when we kind of express a view that we haven't expressed before, and noticing what happens in the body and the nervous system with that, and how do we support that? What happens if we do speak up in a meeting? What do we notice in our bodies? How do we support and work with that? And this is the process. And I think this feeling safe to be seen and willingness to be seen and willingness to be visible is really one of the fundamental things that holds us all back from being the most potent and powerful versions of ourselves, because that power can feel so unsafe. And that is why in the 2023 round of Address and Unlock, we are focusing on visibility for a whole month. It's one of the monthly themes towards the end. How do we feel safe to be bold and shine bright? That's the module name, Be Bold, Shine Bright. So if you want to know more about this program and how you can do this work with me, head to the link in the comments, which will give you all of the Address and Unlock information. This podcast is coming out right at the end of a pre-sale week. So there will also be a code in the comments that you can use to sign up for that program at a significant discount. That code will expire at the end of Friday, the 30th of June. If you have any questions about the program, either use the link on the program page to book a call with me, or reach out to me however you normally would, and let's have a conversation about how this program can support you, knowing that there's probably part of you that's like, it's not safe for me to do this work. I'll wait till another time. Maybe I'll do it in a different group. Maybe. Okay. It's like, how do we make those parts of you feel safe enough to be like, oh, do you know what? I need to do this work. I'm going to dive in. Now is the time. Let's go. So let me support you to do the thing that is right for you right now. Okay. Have a great week, and notice how it feels to be visible and what you experience, either when you're putting yourself out there or when you consider putting yourself out there in a bigger, bolder way. Take care.